Who do you think you are? It's a question the hit TLC show is asking celebrities across the country.
And our own Emma Jade teamed up with researchers behind the show to find out about her family.
My mother's maiden name is Kakadelis, a rich, proud Greek name, but the stories and history associated with that name lost in translation. We didn't know very much at all about my ancestors from Greece, how they came to America, or even why, but the researchers from Ancestry.com took on that challenge, and what they discovered has changed my family for good.
This is a United States passenger list.
On board the SS Pannonia, sailing from Patras, Greece on July 15th, 1912, months after the Titanic sank.
So anybody that got on a boat after that...
That's pretty brave.
I think so too.
Oh my God.
A few lines down, I spot Kakadelis, spelled phonetically, but the first name wasn't the James I knew.
This is his Greek name. And it's not
What
James. Yeah.
is that name?
My great-grandfather wasn't James at all. His birth name?
Demosthenes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Demosthenes.
It's a name rich with Greek origins.
So Demosthenes is, he's like one of those iconic, like kind of up there with like Socrates.
I love that name.
Yeah.
The passenger list revealed so much more. He was a farm laborer,
You
He's
know,
a hard worker.
exactly.
only 20 years old, 30 bucks in his pocket.
And then this asks what his nationality is.
What is this?
Turkey.
Turkey.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. So there's a story here.
The Lesbos Island was conquered by the Ottoman Empire back in 1462 and remained under Turkish rule until 1912, when it was taken by Greek forces during the Balkan War.
This young 20-year-old man, he's saying, I am Greek, but I live in Turkey.
Right.
So if Greece is trying to retain these islands, I mean, it's possible that he could have been up for Turkish conscription to fight against Greece.
Exactly.
His home country.
Yeah.
Perhaps reason enough to leave and head to America. Demosthenes changed to James in 1926, according to the city directory.
This is cool because this is the first document of James in America.
With his Greek wife, Theodora. This 1940 U.S. Census,
It's the most recent, it's the largest.
it shows they had
9 children.
5 boys, 4 girls, exactly like my family.
James was all of their middle name.
Yeah. My mom carried that on.
Did she?
She has 2 that are James, but all of our middle names are J.
4 of his 5 sons would go on to fight for James's new country. His oldest son, Peter, served in World War II.
This is him talking about his experiences in the Pacific during World War II.
So he landed on Iwo Jima on a Higgins boat in the 5th wave, Yellow Beach, and debarking at the beachhead. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna be able to get through it. Taking position right below the airfield. Then the Higgins boat went up in an explosion minutes after they got off. He had grabbed 4 other Marines and led them to the beach, and in the chaos had forgotten his pack on a Jeep that was on the boat. Just as he stood to go back to retrieve it, the boat was hit, throwing the Jeep 20 to 30 feet in the air and killing the others aboard. During the Battle of Iwo Jima, Peter manned a 105mm gun, but also served as an assistant cook. He managed to scrounge up the ingredients to make a bunch of donuts for the frontline boys. They were in such demand that the officers posted guards around his gun. Peter was one of the lucky ones to make it through the war without getting wounded.
His younger brothers, they admired him and they left him for that service and they followed his example.
And that example also changed my great-grandfather, who, according to this naturalization record, swore an oath of citizenship less than 2 months after victory over Japan Day in 1945.
Isn't it kind of cool to think that when his boy came home, he could say, I'm an American?
And then, the shock of a lifetime.
Oh.
Finally, a face to a name.
Oh, he's so handsome.
Greek god, right?
Yes.
My great-grandfather,
Isn't it neat to see his signature with both names? too?
Yes.
a citizen of the United States of America. A move to make his sons, his true heroes, proud.
Another fascinating story. My great-grandfather met and married his wife, Theodora, in New Hampshire, but turns out The two were actually from the exact same Greek island, but just happened to meet working at a factory across the world in America. Ancestry.com is actually doing something really cool for Veterans Day. They've launched a free virtual memorial to U.S. military vets called the Honor Wall. You can add images, memories, and discover records about your ancestors, your war heroes. I know I'll be sharing mine. Emma, Jade, 12 News.